Welcome to the NFL Rumors YouTube channel. Today we got some exciting news for you with the news and rumors around the league. Really excited to bring that to you, and we'll just go ahead and get it started. Some of the biggest news that we have today is about Shemar Stewart, still not there with the Bengals on a contract. He can opt out of his contract and sit out the entire 2025 season and enter the NFL draft if he likes. Also, the Bengals can trade him. So, Shemar Stewart making huge news. This could be a huge mistake for the Bengals, not drafting somebody else, maybe not doing the homework that they needed on Stewart to give them everything that he needed there. So, Shemar Stewart not with the Bengals and could go back into the draft next season. Tyreek Hill, a lot of people around the league thinks that the Miami Star should be traded to the 49ers or the Chiefs, giving Jaylen Waddle a chance to shine as the wide receiver one. Tyreek reportedly lost some weight. He's looking really good in camp. Don't see the Dolphins doing that. So I think he'll end up being there with the Dolphins. But a lot of rumors right now around Tyreek. The Cowboys have loved former Steelers George Pickens. So Pickens did not do great in with the Steelers as far as the attitude, but the Cowboys reportedly love him, and he's doing very well in camp. Chris Olave spoke out today and said he wanted to be in New Orleans for the rest of his career and had no desire to play with another NFL team. There's a lot of rumors going around that, he might like to put the Jets with Justin Fields, but Chris Olave clears that up and said he wanted to be with the Saints. So, looking at Kirk Cousins, man, Kirk Cousins said he wanted to move forward with Atlanta and focused on being the best backup. He's making $27.5 million as a backup. Pretty crazy. The Falcons, Kirk Cousins earned over $300 million in his NFL career. I mean, literally, guys, his agent needs to go into the Hall of Fame. We need to hire that agent here at NFL Rumors as well. The Steelers, Aaron Rodgers reportedly wants the team to add former Browns Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, two still big free agents. They mentioned Amari Cooper. They thought he would be a good addition. So the Steelers, a lot of rumors around adding another wide receiver, and Amari Cooper could be that guy. Also rumors around them adding Jonnu Smith still. So keep an eye on that. Big news today, the Patriots Tom Brady statue will be revealed on 8/8 for the legend. So getting his due, Tom Brady getting a huge statue there. It's crazy, when you see a big statue like that, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, the GOATs. So he's getting his statue on 8/8 at the Commanders game. So kudos to Tom there. Jimmy Ward in some legal woes today. He's facing the Texans players facing felony assault, family violence charges with arrest today. Ward, he's 33. He's arrested about 6 a.m. this morning in his Montgomery County home. Following the incident, his bond has not been set. So Deebo Samuel actually went viral with this video saying that, people saying that he was slow, he lost a step. George Kittle speaks up against a parody account and says that George Kittle says, hey, he was just out there jogging. Nothing, don't be hating on Deebo. So, George Kittle making it known, Deebo's just out there jogging. He's really not trying to run the routes of everything that he could do. So, definitely calls out to some of the accounts for doing that, saying that against them. So, Washington Commanders Marshawn Lattimore, as we talk about Washington a little bit more, said he rushed himself into the season to prove that Washington did the right thing, trading for him. So, Marshawn Lattimore feels he rushed, going to take it slow, ease back into things this year. Great news out of Jacksonville. Brian Thomas Jr. avoided an injury on Wednesday and is fine. He took a bad fall in practice, but good news there for the Jacksonville Jaguars there. The Giants, Abdul Carter, thinks the Giants have the best pass rush trio in the NFL with himself, Brian Burns, and Kevon Thibodeau. I think they got a really good one for sure. I think they got a really good one. being all that coming to the quarterback, I think the Giants could really make some noise on defense for sure. Cleveland Browns, Joe Flacco, on people who do TikTok dances. He said the fact that people get on their phone and show people, that's embarrassing. You're an adult. I can't wrap my head around that. So Joe Flacco lets it known about his feeling about TikTok. And talking about some sad news, Commanders Noah Brown, we're wishing him a speedy recovery. To be carted off the field yesterday. So hoping the injury's not as bad as everyone thinks. So Noah Brown, definitely wishing him a speedy recovery. Jayden Daniels spoke up, reportedly wants Washington to re-sign McLaurin and get him in the camp. Jayden Daniels, the young star last season, also was the top rookie seller among jerseys last year. So Jayden Daniels, making his voice known there. So pretty cool of him stepping up. The Browns have reportedly, some more Brown news, reportedly could see the possibility that Shadir Sanders could back up Joe Flacco. They think he could end up being the number 2 at the least on the depth chart. So some good news that Shadir's really out there playing well. So really cool there. Now we're going to talk about Shadir's brother, Shiloh Sanders. Shiloh Sanders bought Apple Watches for all the Colorado football team after signing his 3-year, $2.97 million rookie contract with the Bucks. So, he's blessing the Colorado football team. Pretty cool there. The Raiders are signing former Bengals linebacker Jermaine Pratt to a 1-year deal. So, Jermaine Pratt, the former Bengal who was released, signed a 1-year deal there with the Raiders. So, really cool there, being able to sign him there. So, really, really awesome there. So, the Rams said that they would pursue Aaron Rodgers if they lost Matthew Stafford. That would have been crazy, having Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams on the same team. That would have been pretty wild, I feel, if they would have got both these guys on the same team again. They've already played with each other with the Packers. They would have played each other with the Jets. So some really cool stuff there. The Browns, Deontay Johnson, some more Browns news. Deontay Johnson said he's not looking at incidents with the past. He's focusing on the team and making the best of his opportunity. So Deontay just wants to focus on this season, not look at the past, and kind of move forward there. So good news there for Deontay. Garrett Wilson for the Jets have been extremely impressive. So is Justin Fields. The Jets feel that they got really a good situation going with the Jets, getting Justin Fields in free agency from the Steelers and Garrett Wilson. So some really good news there for the Jets. The Raiders are visiting with Seahawks Shaquill Griffen, who played with Pete Carroll with Seattle. But also, that I've heard from Josina Anderson, that visit's extended a little bit. So they could get a deal done with Shaquill Griffen. So that could be something to really watch there. Dak Prescott being impressive in camp, threw 4 touchdowns yesterday. So, Dak's looking really good out there with Brian Schottenheimer. Maybe some bad news for Najee Harris. Chargers offensive coordinator Greg Roman on Mario Hampton said he's the total package. You don't see a lot of guys find a hole like he's doing right now. So he gives some really good information there on the young rookie Mario Hampton. And just think about this. The Bengals could have picked him. And right now they're having all the trouble with Shemar Stewart. The Bengals could have used him to even make things better with Joe Burrow. So, maybe a bad move there. Nick Chubb chooses number 21. Nick Chubb throws a little sliding at the Browns a little bit, though. Said, I was questioned why they wanted me. Then I came here and saw a bunch of guys who like to work and not talk. Maybe a little bit hit toward the Browns. So something to look at there. Cam Ward completed 20 of 21 passes in the session this week. It's really looking good. Really looking good out there. And the Titans head coach says the big things coming from Cam Ward, which is awesome. Very awesome. The Chargers, Jim Harbaugh has implemented jersey patches in camp to recognize both team and personal accolades. I think that's pretty awesome. Like in high school, you get little decals on your helmet. Pretty awesome from Jim there in college. They do the same thing. So I think that was a really good deal there. Looking at the Saints real quick, Cam Jordan would like the team to trade for Jameis Winston. Jameis getting a lot of love from the Saints. Jameis is well loved around the NFL, so that makes a lot of sense, right? Jameis Winston there going there, so I think that's a big time move for the Saints if they was to get Jameis. Keep in mind for the minicamp, T.J. Watt, Trey Hendrickson, they're expected to get fined over $10,000 for minicamp. But one good report out of Pittsburgh is they're feeling very good about the deal coming up with the T.J. Watt extension. So that's some good news there when we look at that. So we want to thank you for tuning in today to our daily video segment. We had some action-packed videos for you, as we do always. Make sure you check out those videos. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We've had over 15,000 views over the last 10 days. We really appreciate that. And the channel's growing and growing. We really appreciate everybody and everything they're doing. Make sure you don't miss any videos. We got some real hot stuff coming up with the training camps, the mini camps going, all the big headlines around it. So make sure that you tune in. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, Threads, Twitter, all your social media. We got you for all your NFL news and rumors. And this is NFL Rumors signing off, saying have a blessed day.